So that's actually a really good question that I've been asking myself. Is there something you regret doing from your social media career? I don't do that anymore because I don't want to. I grew up kind of very against it. I've been focusing on myself and not being guilty about doing that. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my skincare routine while I answer some questions that you guys have. I went on my Instagram stories and put a question box, had you guys type in any questions you had for me, and that's what we'll be doing today. So I do want to just apologize for like the lighting's whack. I'm trying to find different areas to film. There's just like a lot of yellow light, so I'm trying to, like there's one right here. I'm working with what I got. I actually first do my cleanser, which I already did, so that's already done. You do that in the bathroom and stuff, and I wouldn't be able to do it right here. So I already did that, and I'll just be kind of again answering questions while I go, and I'll talk about the products at the end if you guys are like curious what the product does. Hi friends, I just wanted to pop in here real quick. So I wanted to talk with you about Chase Bank. So I've actually been using Chase Bank for a little bit now, and one of the cool things about Chase Bank is that when you join, you're automatically eligible for a $200 bonus if you click my link down below. I love all the features Chase Bank has to offer, but this is just literally an extra bonus. I think it's really cool that a bank is willing to give you $200 just for banking with them. So definitely use my link down below if you're interested in that. Make sure you're of age. You know, if you're like 13 watching this does not apply to you, but if you just happen to be, you know, looking for a new bank, this is definitely an opportunity that you should consider. And on top of that, again, you get $200. Like, it's not even just that. The bank itself is amazing. I love this bank and I strongly recommend it. So that is all. Back to the video. First question, what are some goals to you right now? What are some goals you have right now? That's probably what they were trying to say, that I'm trying to hit. I really want to get monetized on YouTube. Sorry, I need to like show you what I'm at least doing. I really want to get monetized on YouTube. That's been a goal of mine for a while. I wasn't so focused on it in the beginning, but the older you get, it's just a bonus. It's okay if I don't. I'm still gonna do YouTube regardless, but that is something I want to get. I also, let's see, I'm trying to just be more active. That's a little bit tricky in the winter months, but definitely gonna get better at that when summer hits. I don't mean to be that person that's like, oh, I can't be active in the winter. It's just harder where I live. In the summer it's easier, but I guess by like goal, like by being more active, I want to lose weight, get more fit, all that stuff. And just another one, I'd say I want to read 3 books this year. If you know me, you know I'm not usually a reader, but I'm getting into reading books. I've technically already read 1, but I don't know if I'm fully counting it because I started in December, so it ran into the new year, so it's not like I didn't read the full thing this year, so I'm not really counting that one. So I'm still technically at 0, but I am in the middle of reading a book right now. So yeah, I want to read at least 3 books this year. Okay, next question, how has your mental health been? I am so proud to say that I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I can say that it's really good. It's always improving, absolutely, but also sorry if I can't get my voice out. It's really, really good. I've just been more to myself, more alone. I've been more reflective on like just to my, you know, to myself, and I feel like because of that I've been able to really work on my mental health, because my dog's of course gonna start squeaking her toy. You know, you just gotta work with the technical difficulties while you film. I'm not gonna stop filming. If she's squeaking her toy and that bothers you, I'm sorry. I've been able to work on myself more and not be distracted with like school. That's like a huge thing, is because I've not been like in school, I've just been able to focus on myself more. That's why it's truly like I think the best it's ever been, in my opinion. Okay, next question. What are your future plans, and are you still thinking about doing college or no? So that's actually a really good question that I've been asking myself. I think I'm just at a point in my life where I am thinking about my future a lot. I'm not in college, if you don't already know that. I went for adolescent education to become a math teacher, and I wanted to be a teacher ever since I was in kindergarten, so I didn't envision any other path in my life. And then when I realized I didn't want to teach, I was like, whoa, okay, what do I do now? Because I had nothing else in mind. A lot of different ideas I feel like have come up. I do think that at some point I will go back to college, probably an online one though, because I'm doing like a dog training thing. It would just be too difficult if I wasn't with my dog. I'm thinking of maybe going into psychology. I'm not like 100% on that or anything. I'm also gonna use this as a mirror, but I don't know, I'm really passionate about that. Like, I took a psychology course when I was in college, and I really liked it in a weird way. Like, so I was going for math education, and psychology was my favorite class. Like, my math classes weren't even my favorite. So I already have a background in psychology because I took that class. I would be interested in like majoring in psychology, but because I do YouTube and stuff, I also think it'd be really cool to major in like media production or like whatever that's called, just because I do like videos and like editing. You know, I've thought about like a potential job for me in the future could be, you know, like an editor for movies. You know, I mean, you know, you guys watch movies, like someone edits them, like it's a job out there. I think that would be really cool to become a professional editor for like movies and documentaries, TV shows, like Netflix. That would be really cool. So I don't know, I'm just thinking about that sort of stuff right now. So am I going back? Most likely, but when, I don't know. I'm not really in any rush right now. Okay, speaking about college, what are some do's and don'ts? I feel like this could be a whole separate video, but I guess just a couple I could say. Definitely don't get into like 50 million clubs. Like, this is more geared toward freshmen. Do not get into a bunch of clubs at first, because when you transition from high school to, I'm not showing you what I'm doing, high school to college, you realize how much more free time you have, and it's really easy to fill that time with like clubs because you're just not used to having like nothing to do. That's like, especially if you're like a really social person, you're gonna want to like fill your schedule up. Do not do that. It's still important to have free time in college and not pack your schedule so much to where you end up having no time, but do join a club or two. Like, I joined a few clubs and, you know, I got to meet new people and stuff like that, but just don't overwhelm yourself with that, because especially in the beginning, you're still figuring out how much time you have, how much time you don't, like your schedule, any friends you'll meet that you'll want to hang out with. You don't want to not have any time for like anything else, but do join a few. I think another thing, and I know pretty much everyone says this, but try not to procrastinate on your work. I know everyone says this, but getting caught up in college is way more intense than getting caught up in high school ever was. It's still pretty difficult to get caught up in high school if you're behind, but it's on a whole nother level in college. It is not the same. In college, you are learning 10 times quicker than you are in high school, and just getting caught up, it's like you learn like one unit every class. At least in some classes you do. I know we go through like a couple units in one class. You wouldn't do that in high school. Half the time you're on it one unit for like 3 weeks. So getting caught up in college is a lot harder. So do not push off your work. So make sure you are like staying on top of it, getting help when you need it, going to like office hours. You want to be on top of it as much as you can. I struggle with this. I was in like still my high school mindset. Like, if you're behind, you get caught up, but it's not the same. Try to stay on top of it as much as you can. You'll be less stressed that way. I'm like sweating while I do this. This light, y'all, ring lights bring off a lot of heat. Okay, next question. What's the book you post on your stories every day? Okay. I don't post this every day. I did ask this when I was. Hold on. I feel like I missed half my face. We good? So it's called Unshakable by Christine Caine, and I love it. It's a daily devotional. I was posting it on my stories every day, just again because it's daily, so it says like March this day, you know. I stopped posting it every day because I figured it was actually pretty disrespectful to the author. People could just go on my story and watch and like read her book for free. So I stopped posting it every day, but here and there I do still post it. It's actually linked down below, so if you are interested in it, you can get it. Yeah, so I'm not posting it every day anymore, but I do know what you're talking about. It's Unshakable by Christine Caine, daily devotional. I love it so much. Okay, next question. Is there something you regret doing from your social media career? That's a good question. Regret is a very strong word. I wouldn't say there's anything I regret, but there's definitely things I did in the past that I wouldn't do now, that I kind of go back and like, why'd you do that? But it's not like regret. It's just, you know, you grow, you mature, you learn from things that you did that you just wouldn't do again. At least with my vlogs, like I vlogged everything. If I hung out with a friend, like I vlogged it. It was just a no-brainer. If I was going somewhere, if it was someone's birthday, like I just vlogged it. It was just a thing. Come on. It was just something that I did, and and I just got so used to vlogging like everything. I love looking back on memories and I didn't want to miss a moment. I would learn how to film something without looking at the camera, especially at like concerts. I would like have my camera like this, but my eyes are up here, so I wouldn't be looking at the concert through the screen, but I could still film it, you know, be looking at the concert but not through a screen. But I obviously don't do that anymore. You see on this channel, I'm not vlogging my life every day. I don't do that anymore because I don't want to. Do I regret like filming all that I did? No. I mean, a lot of my videos are private to know, but I don't regret it. I just wouldn't do that again. I'm obviously still gonna vlog here and there, but I'm just obviously not vlogging all the time, and when I do vlog, I'm not gonna be vlogging like every single moment. I feel like that's like the biggest one though. And not even just on YouTube, like I'd be on my Instagram stories or my Snapchat stories and I'd be sharing like everything, and I just don't need to do that, and I don't want to anymore. I'm actually all done with my skincare products for the most part. There's a couple other things I'll talk to you about at the end, but I'm just gonna finish off these questions real quick. So my favorite accomplishment that I've hit while doing YouTube, there's not too many that I have, which is actually crazy because I've been doing this for almost 10 years, but one that I remember that I was just very like proud of was when one of my videos got to 10,000 views. It's private to know, so you wouldn't be able to see it, and it was actually on my other channel, but that was the first time I had ever gotten a video that did that well. That was good for me. I know like it's not about views, but obviously if you're trying to grow, you do need more views for people to come across your channel. So that was really cool when that one video got to 10K, because I just never seen that number on a video of mine before, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I put a lot of work into the video and, you know, spent time filming it, again, editing it, all that stuff, and for it to get that many views, it was a lot to me, like, and it still is a lot. I mean, just when videos do that well, it feels good, because that number was just so, like, not a number that I get on my videos. Like, when you're watching this video probably has, like, 13 views. Like, but even that's, like, if 13 people walked into my house right now, that's, like, a lot of people. So I try to think of it like that. Will I do a pool video this summer? I don't know. I'm not gonna promise anything. I definitely used to film, like if I'd go swimming, if I go to a water park, I'd film it. But because I'm being a little bit more private, I'm sure I'm gonna have plenty of like pool days where I'm just not vlogging that day, or if I am, it's not necessarily gonna be like a pool video. I do love to swim, if you know me. I don't know, we'll just have to see, but maybe there'll be like a little clip of the pool, you know, in a summer video, but I don't know. Will you ever dye your hair to a different color at all in your life? This is actually a really interesting question because I've thought about this. I grew up kind of very against it. Not against it in the sense that I thought it was like a bad thing. It's just more I was against it where like I wasn't going to. I personally wasn't gonna dye my hair. But that's just because there really isn't a color that I feel like I would want to dye my hair, you know what I mean? I don't feel obligated to dye my hair. I love my, you know, natural brown color. I feel like I would not look good blonde. Definitely I would not look good with red hair, and that's not to be like against myself. It's just like I don't feel like it like fits my vibe. Blonde, red. I feel like to me there's really no point dyeing it black, just because I feel like my hair can already get pretty dark that I don't know. And I'm not one of those people that would ever do like a crazy color like blue or pink or green or purple, you know? Like I feel like when you look at someone who dyes their hair like blue and you're like, you were meant to have blue hair, like they pull it off. For me, I cannot picture it, which is why I don't have a desire to like do any of that. But that's the thing, it's like there really isn't a color that stands out to be like, oh, I want to dye my hair that color. I've done like fake dyes on my hair, you know, like that 24-hour thing for like Halloween and stuff, but not like a permanent dye. I guess that's the thing. If I were to like dye my hair, it would probably just be like a fake 24-hour thing. Like if I wanted to experiment like blonde or something, I would make sure it like would wash off in 24 hours, but it still wouldn't be like the full thing. I don't know. I also get natural like blonde highlights in the summer, so it's like my hair's still pretty dark right now, but in the summer my hair gets lighter, especially when it's longer. And I get asked all the time when I was in school if I had like, they'd be like, where'd you get your hair done, like your highlights? I'd be like, I did not get my hair done. I've never gotten highlights. I've never like truly gotten my hair done. The most I've done in my hair is cut it. Well, and I had bangs when I was little, but that's the thing, I've never styled my hair in any way because I just naturally have blonde highlights. So like if I were to go and get highlights, it would be blonde, but I already have those naturally. So I don't know, I like my hair the way it is, the color it is. I don't really have a desire to change it, but maybe in the future I will. I don't know. And then the last question, how's life been for you so far? This kind of goes hand in hand with the mental health question, but it's been really good. I've been focusing on myself and not being like guilty about doing that. I always grew up being like guilty to focus on me because I had other obligations like school, cheer, friends that want to hang out, you know, family things. Like, this is the first time in my life I've been able to focus on me, and I'm really enjoying that time right now. And, you know, cutting off the people that I don't need in my life, that don't, you know, like bring me peace. Just figuring out what type of friends I do want, the friends that I don't want in my life, family I do and don't want to be around. Yeah, just it's me and God over here, you know, and Bella, my dog. Me, myself, Bella, and God, and I'm good with that right now. I'm appreciating it because I know eventually, you know, when one day I'm a mom or something, I'm not gonna have as much me time, so it's important right now. But that is all I have for you guys. Again, I'll go through quickly the skincare products and the 2 other ones. So in the beginning I did my cleanse. You know, I think we all know like cleansing is just important to cleanse before you put anything else on your face. Okay, so I put on these illuminating facial pads. Especially if you wear makeup, it like kind of removes those, but it's like gentle. I obviously don't really wear makeup, but it just removes any extra like dirt and stuff that you may have missed when you cleansed or whatever. I have my Curology nighttime cream. It's just a personalized acne cream. You can obviously say I don't have like bad acne, but it was, when I started Curology, it was actually pretty bad. I had pimples that just would not go away. That has just helped my skin like stay healthy. And then I have my moisturizer from Curology, you know, just a basic moisturizer that goes hand in hand, and that's really important this time of year, like winter. Well, it's spring now, but it's still like chilly where I am, so make sure you're like moisturizing. Then I have this Restore Luxury Facial Oil. This just helps restore your skin. It's a dry oil, so it doesn't leave your face feeling like, you know, oily after. But I used to work in a business, and like this is the business that it came from. Same with this actually. I also just sprayed my face with this Rem Beauty, what do they call it, calming face mist. It just has like lavender. You can see I've used a lot of it. It hydrates your face, which again is really important this time of year, but it also has lavender, so it like calms you down. I like to put that on like at nighttime. You can, if you can tell, it's nighttime, it's calming. And then don't forget when you're doing skincare to use chapstick. I usually use my Curology, but that is gone because I'm obsessed with that, and their chapstick is like the best. So for now I'm using, I mean, I love like chapstick too. This is just the original. Make sure you're taking care of your lips because that's the skin too. I feel like a lot of people forget about that. Also, you saw I just put on this marble lotion. This is actually a men's scent, but I really like this scent, so I just put that on. Then I think just the last things for skincare, make sure you are drinking enough water. I know it says happy holidays, don't come for me. If you know me, you know I drink like a ton of water, so I usually don't have an issue with that. But if you're dehydrated, don't expect your skin to look good because you gotta be staying hydrated. Also, this is something I didn't mention, I have been using Care of vitamins. Like one of my vitamins in here help with like breakouts around, you know, that time of the month. So this has also been helping my skincare. Not all the vitamins are for skincare, but if you get vitamins that help with it, then that's an option too. I have a link down below. Actually, you can get 50% off your first month, which 50% off is a big deal if you're curious. The last thing I have, it's this Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula with vitamin E moisturizer. I don't actually use this that much on my face anymore, but I was in the past and it did help. Again, it's just like another moisturizer. The reason why I stopped was because I use my Curology moisturizer, but I do use this actually on my feet in the winter because I get really bad dry feet in the winter. And again, I know we're talking about like face skincare, but I feel like in a lot of videos people don't talk about skincare in other areas. So again, like my arms, I like to put on lotion just because I really like dry arms, but also in the winter feet, so especially like the heel of your foot, this helps a lot. And I also tend to do lotion with it. It's genius. That is all I have, you guys. I'm gonna turn this ring light off because I am sweating up a storm filming this video. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a brand new video. I'm not really sure like what my schedule is like yet with posting, but just bear with me. I'm thinking of ideas and also like where to even film it. So, oh man, I thought I was peeling my nail polish. That is all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.